Hello and welcome to Unreal Engine 4's free feature marketplace content for November 2021. My name is Saragan, and yet again it is a little bit late. My apologies. I am going on holiday tomorrow, and I had to spend the past few weekends literally filming so many videos for my gaming channel and cutting and everything else that, I actually... And honestly, I completely forgot. Okay, I completely forgot. So, yeah, it's another interesting one. And actually, I think one of them has been on it before this month. Because I went to go and claim it. And I already had it. So, I kind of assume that I had it free maybe in a previous one. So... First one in our list is the Arcviz interactive UI and tools. Now, with this one, it is obviously another one of these Arcviz modules, which, to be honest, as I said, I don't really tend to deal with. But I mean, it's good for demoing, like house projects or layouts or designs, styling, that kind of thing. Interactive floor plan for each level, material swaps. So for example, on this one, you had, what was it at the beginning here? So yeah, you could change the color of certain aspects of the room. So if you're demoing it to someone who just wants to see what the room would look like in a darker tone or a lighter tone. So yeah, I mean, it's a good one. It's again not one I would use, but a fair play to them. So that's the first one. And what else have we got? We have Asset Cleaner. I mean, this I think does exactly as it says on the tin. It just looks through all the references and things, and then just wipes out anything that you don't need. So yeah, it finds it on disk, deletes assets, move assets. Yeah, I mean, it does exactly what it says on the tin. So to use this editor tool, delete window to delete assets, save away deletes. Right, okay, that's fine. It is what it is. And what, I'm grateful, because I think that's something that really should already be in Unreal Engine. So I am very surprised that it hasn't been put into Unreal Engine, because some of my projects, I add in one from the library. It comes with about 50 million assets, and I only need one. And then, I have to go through and delete everything that I'm not using. It is very time consuming. So yeah, I mean, I haven't tried it. Let me know if any of you have tried it, but I assume it literally just works off the references of stuff that you're not using. Fingers crossed it doesn't actually delete anything you are using. So that would be something interesting to see. Next on our list, character appearance and dissolve. I'm assuming this is a material effect or of some kind. But effectively, again, does exactly what it says on the tin. It's sort of just like a way of making things appear or dissolve. So you could do a game where you shoot somebody and the character dissolves because your weapon, deals that kind of output. Or, a spawn-in. I think there's a few games that have a sort of dissolve or sort of that kind of effect for when you spawn in, you sort of just materialize. But yeah, I mean, it comes with it looks like a variety of different colors and slightly different styles. Because this one's more of a solid line, a bit of noise on there, whereas this one's fractal. It's got lots of just like little bits in there, and this one's very polygon based design, and this one's very sharp noise. But yeah, I mean, it's fine. There's 20 effects, 21 textures, 80 materials, apparently 40 material functions. I don't know how costly these are to run, but given that these sort of only happen probably when you're not using the character or when something's appearing. It's probably only going to happen once in a scene, unless you're literally materializing 50 bajillion items in one scene. Then I suppose that could end up being a little bit heavy. But yeah, that's another one which I think is a good one to add, because there's not enough of this kind of thing that's small and targeted. Everyone wants to do these massive libraries, and as much as I appreciate the massive libraries, quite often you only want one thing. So yeah, that is also on the list. Cloudscape Seasons. I've been quite interested in this one because I don't really have much in the way of like clouds or seasonal, or you got the moon and things in there. So yeah, you got different types of cloud noise going on here. And the sample project does come with like a lot, so it is quite useful to go through and just see how all that works. But I'd imagine it is probably just something you drag and drop into your environment, and then you just set your parameters based on that. So 9 blueprint, put my teeth back in. 9 blueprints, 21 materials, 11 material functions, 13 textures, 2 meshes. I wonder what the meshes are for. I mean, could they be related to these? Maybe, I don't know. Not entirely too sure. Demo maps 5. Okay, fine. 5 demo maps. That's quite useful. Ray marched volumetric. Oh, ray march. Interesting. Volumetric clouds. Self-shadowing and shadow projection. That could be heavy. I'm not entirely too sure, because obviously being dynamic, usually you bake your shadow map. So may want to keep an eye on that just to see what happens with there. Turbulence on edges. Procedurally generated textures, that also could be heavy, but then I haven't really tried this. Day and night cycles with both sun and moon, that will be very useful for those who are into their survival games, or really any game that you want to do like a nighttime. I mean, even Stardew Valley has a nighttime, so yeah, go for it. That is a lovely little addition to the free content, providing you actually pick it up. Next on our list, a modular industrial area. Now, this sort of almost reminds me of like some of the early Call of Duty maps. With the aircraft hangars and then all the crates in the middle, and then sometimes you get some of these buildings. So I'm all for this, because I do like these kind of free assets. They're quite useful for current time shooters. So yeah, I think some details for inside some of the buildings, some generators, or no, these are lathes. That's a lathe, isn't it? Yeah, that's a lathe, which is quite interesting. Some computer bits, but yeah, there are all the assets. And that is quite, you got some nice stairs. The buildings are modular, which is very nice. And I thought that was actually, this building was just a complete asset. Didn't realize that was actually modular as well. So yeah, good on you. That works quite well. Got your cargo crates, got your forklifts. Got your lathe down here. Pipage, we always love pipage. Railings, doors, water towers. Yeah, I mean, it's everything you want in a package for in a classic industrial area. So texture size, they go up to 4096, so that is very nice. It goes far down as 1024, so possibly not good for mobile games. 110 meshes, which is fine. Number of materials and material inches is 56, but then that goes with meshes, so you shouldn't need to worry about that. And 179 textures. This would go hand in hand if you just wanted the building aspect of it and then you cleaned up the rest. So it's one of those things that they list the number of textures and things, But really, you know, generally when you're releasing a game, you clear out the stuff you don't use anyway to reduce the size. So it's nice that they've actually included that cleaning tool in there, because that just saves you having to hunt around and figure out what's there. Now this is the one that I said I had already. I'm not entirely too sure. If anyone has been keeping up with the bundles for a long time, feel free to drop a comment down below and let me know when this one was released, because I generally haven't really bought much on the store, and I certainly wouldn't have bought this, not because I wouldn't have paid for the work. It's just I haven't had a Polar Sci-Fi facility necessity. So having it already in my library, but it's on the permanently free collection, so you don't need to worry about collecting that. You do need to collect the other ones before the end of the month if you do intend to. This has got nice settings and sort of nice little corridor thing going on here. It's got a snow effect. I don't know if the snow effect comes with it, but it's nice to see, you know, they've got like things that sort of bleed into the environment here. So yeah, we've got wires, we've got sort of, I want to call these ladder steps, but I'm not entirely sure whether they are. Plenty of corridors, which is fine, and these corridors usually have the bits on them as well for the floors. Plenty of arches and walls, which is fine. Plenty of ceilings, plenty of capsules. It's a good pack. There's a lot in here. And looking at them, I think they've got to be fairly detailed. So there's a few high detailed, and then a few not. But then there's a particle actors, yes. So you do get some particles, which is fine. 52 meshes out of that. Is that all of them? Yes, I would assume so. Triangle count. He's actually gone, or she has gone and actually put in a triangle count. Complicated meshes at 6,348 triangles. Architecture members 600 triangle. That's interesting. So I'm assuming the detailed mesh would probably be more the mountain range because of the fluidity of it. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, that's pretty much the Polar Sci-Fi. Let me know down in the comments again if you've had this before. Did it come with a background? That'd be interesting. And yeah, that is it for November's free content. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me. I'm going on holiday for the next 2 weeks, so I will be back early December. And the December content should be out by the time I get back. I will try and get on that this time a bit earlier, because you know I seem to be getting later and later with these ones. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please feel free to like and subscribe. I will be starting in the new year other videos in Unreal Engine and development, so keep an eye on for those. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye for now. Bye bye.